All right, this is Mark Adams with fourquartersonline.com, and I'm here with Maclay football head coach, Coach Lance Raymer. Coach, it's playoff time, and we're very excited to be able to say that because at one point we didn't even know if we'd be here. Right. Just with everything that's been going on this past season, just how wild and crazy it's been. It really is a testament to all the hard work a lot of people have put in to keep kids safe so we can get to this point. Really, right now, it's getting down to really about 48 hours before scheduled kickoff. Lord willing that we don't get rained out or anything. But you guys are really prepped for another playoff appearance. Talk to me just about really playoffs are exciting. Talk to me a bit just about the buzz on campus and among your team members in your program.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, let me start by saying I completely agree with you. I mean, at one point, we didn't know how many games we'd even play, right? Even if we'd even get to the playoffs. And obviously, this is a great time. So one of the things I'm going to tell the team today is just, again, what an opportunity we have anytime we can play together and play as a family, because you just never know when it was going to be taken from us, because of COVID-19. But again, going back to the question at hand about the playoffs, I mean, getting into playoffs is exciting, right? And at one point in time, getting into playoffs was enough, right? Just have an opportunity to play in them. But for us, just getting in is never enough anymore, right? It's how we doing it now. So I told him yesterday, it's not the Super Bowl, whether for NFC or us, it's a step in the right direction, right? It's a step in the playoff run. So is the magnitude greater than any regular season game? Yeah, I'd be lying. I'm not one of those coaches going to pretend it's just another game. It's not just another game. Mm-hmm. It's a playoff game. You win or go home, right? So we know it's at stake. The guys have worked really hard over the last 10 days or so, 11 days, and we're just chomping at the bit to kind of get to Friday night and let the ball kick off and just go hopefully play at a high level.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. We had a chance to take a look at just how banged up you guys were just over the season, really just battling through a lot of stuff. And we talked a little bit about how some of those guys are coming back. Talk to me just about really offensively, just really kind of being in that gray area. I know you guys ran the ball a lot your last game against Cottondale, and really trying to get back to, basics. What are some of the things you guys are going to try and look to do on Friday?
Well, obviously I can't give away all the secrets, Mark. As
right.
Yeah, I got to keep some of them, but we want to be balanced. Anytime you're a balanced team, it keeps defenses off time. And we always say, from a coordinated defense, we want to put the offense in conflict, and the offense wants to put the defense in conflict. And anytime you're balanced, you feel like you can do that. And we feel like we've run the ball consistently better over the last few weeks, both mainly because we wanted to run the ball well, but also because we knew we had to. It had to be a little bit more run heavy, but obviously now we get our quarterback back. We get a couple linemen back, a top receiver back. We feel like we can mix it up and run the ball well, play action, take shots when we need to, take what the defense gives us and really be balanced. Again, going back to that is anytime you can do that, you feel like you got a great shot to win. And that's something we're going to look forward to because we've been really pleased with the run blocking and the run game. But we feel like, again, it's not perfect. We've made some changes, made some tweaks, but we feel like we've gotten back to our principles, had the time to do that, get back to the drawing board and really chalk it up and get on the board and really learn the basics and then obviously game plan a lot. But again, we feel really good about the balanced attack and some of the weapons we got back. And, Caleb Hutchin missed that game. He's a 6'5" receiver. Anytime you don't have a 6'5" receiver is a big loss. Even our one of our top two receivers, again, Caleb and Kenan Milford. Kenan Milford wasn't healthy at the time either, number 2. And we get hopefully Shelby Harrell back, Jackson Webb back. Jed Bashir's didn't play in the last game, who's probably our top corner. Just a lot of pieces back that makes it exciting. And now we're just fine-tuning and tweaking and getting back to work for Friday.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's great to kind of see those familiar faces back into the fold and get them mixed in. Defensively, you guys got to you guys are going to have to really contain quite a few weapons. But I had a chance to saw, I'm used to seeing the Popple brothers everywhere, but I saw Ben Nguyen step up pretty big last game. So you got some new guys that are really gaining experience. Talk to me a little bit about just, what that means for your defense just when the young guys start stepping up.
No doubt. I mean, the guy you just mentioned led our team in tackles. And if anybody would have told me or told us that couple of years ago that he would have led our team in tackles on the game, people would have thought you're crazy, except for us, because the guy had worked so hard. He's so dedicated at the craft, and he's a great technician. Great, plays with great energy, and that's what we asked the guys. I told them yesterday, just play with the things that require no energy, right? No loafs, great technique, great effort, enthusiasm, and he's a testament to that. And we're asking him to do things that are in his skill set. We put him in a position to be successful. So he's got a specific job to do, which I can't say, but he's got a specific job to do. And then obviously Brody not playing quarterback full time, but obviously having a wrinkle for Popple, for Brody, with him and his brother back there, but allowing him to come back on defense to really have a lot of energy with us is going to bolster our defense, because obviously playing quarterback takes its toll. He kept playing defense, but hard to play quarterback and do the things we asked him to do, and then also play at a high level on defense. So we feel like we've gained him back, and obviously getting a cornerback and getting healthier, and a couple linemen back in the fold to have allowed our linebacker Jim Murray just to focus a little bit more on defense. Just, sometimes just getting those guys back and healthy and focusing on one way just makes you that much better. So I think that's where we feel really good about it.
This is Johnny Cofield with 4 Quarters Online. I'm here with head coach Steve Price of North Florida Christian Eagles. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing well, thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, it's that time of year. You guys are perennial playoff guys, always in the championship. Won the state title, I think, 7 times in the school history. How many times have you won it?
I've been involved in 4 state championship games and won 3 of them. So,
Wow.
but very blessed, just been a part of some good teams.
Man, you guys really kind of took off, looked like in the middle of the season. Well, I know you had some issues with COVID and everything, and it seemed like you kind of got yourself in gear around the middle of the season. What did you guys do to get things going like that?
Well, I really this group of seniors has been together. Really, I think most of them started at NFC in our football program in 6th grade, and just really, really good group of kids. All summer long, we were just praying that we would get an opportunity just to play football. And so we're just loving every day that we get out there with those kids, and just we're very thankful for the opportunities. There's a lot of people that would that haven't gotten this opportunity, and we're very, very grateful.
Well, you guys got some super kids, because there's quite a few of them made all Player of the Week. Could you talk about some of the guys who stand out? Some of you, maybe just the seniors, if you want to.
Yeah, like I say, this group has been together for a long time, and we've got some great leadership on this team. Our quarterback, Braden Phillips, he's come back from 2 ACL surgeries. Just been a real fighter. Things haven't always come easily for him, but he's just a tremendous leader for us, and a very good football player. You got to talk about DeAndre McCray. DeAndre is one of the best players I've ever coached, and honestly, he's one of the best people I've ever been around. Just a fine young man, 4.2 student. Just a tremendously humble young man. He loves his teammates. He loves us, but such an incredible talent and such a fine young man. CJ Freisen has, he's started for us for the last 3 years. He's an inside linebacker, tremendous player. Plays a little bit of running back as well, and is a very good running back. In the offensive line, we actually we're starting 4 in the offensive line, 4 seniors in the offensive line right now. JT Price is my son. He's had a really good year. Sam Cooper is playing tackle, and then Tommy McCall is playing the other tackle, and Michael Sumter is playing a guard. And then on the defensive line, we have C.J. Simon and Will Irvin. They're both seniors as well. We've had a guy come on at wide receiver that is, he came to us as a junior. Really didn't have a whole lot of football experience, but he has really worked hard. He's a weapon. Bakari Whitaker is a tremendous football player. And Parker McCraney plays tight end for us and has just been really solid there. And we're excited about him and his success. I hope I didn't forget anybody there. I always get a little.
I know it's kind of putting you on the spot.
I always get a little nervous. Oh, I remember what Jonathan Lucas, running back for us. Boy, Jonathan is one of my favorite kids that I've ever coached, to be honest with you. Just a hardworking kid, always smiling. He's maybe a tad undersized, but such a tough runner, and is a tremendous player for us. And I think that's all of our seniors. They've just been such a good group, and they've had a good year, and we pray that it will continue. But that's the thing about life in 2020, man. You never know from one day to the next, and you better enjoy every single day with them. And when I was out there today with them on the field, I was just thankful for being able to practice with them. It's that's one thing that maybe I've learned from this year is just to be thankful for the blessings that you do have.
You guys have been a very successful program. And look, I've noticed, I think I've seen you guys play twice, and each time you guys improve. And to me, you look like you hit your stride in the last couple of weeks. And I know you said your seniors did it, but what do you guys do that's different, maybe than other people that might be different? I don't know. You might be doing the same thing, but seem like you get your guys ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think I'd like to give credit to our coaching staff. Our assistant coaches are really, really good quality football coaches. They're good quality people. They know what they're doing. Our offensive coordinator is Kez McCorvey. Kez, I know if we're getting older, but at one point Kez was arguably the best wide receiver in America, and he's got a wealth of experience coaching Division I football and winning Grey Cups in the CFL, and he's an expert in his field, and we're fortunate to have him. And our defensive coordinator is Terry Dawkins, who he's a young man that came from Florida High to us this year, and he has a wealth of experience too. He played at Florida High, was a very successful football player, and worked with Jared there for a number of years. Worked at Pensacola Catholic, and just as a guys like Jim Moore. Jim has been at NFC, I think for 17 years, and just we're fortunate that we've got a group of assistant coaches that really are experts in their field, and we're very thankful for them. It's certainly nothing I've done. These guys that do a great job.
Well, you guys do a great job over there. Maclay, you're playing Maclay for the second time. Do you have a little concern because it look like the team that is successful the first time, that wins the first game, they don't really have to make much changes. The other team is the one going to do something a little different. Does that concern you at all?
Oh, I certainly didn't like that when the brackets came out. First of all, to give credit to Lance and the Marauders, they're a good football team, and we understand that the last time we played, their starting quarterback wasn't playing, and we just have a lot of respect for them and their program. And this is playoff football in the state of Florida, man. This is good football. So we're going to have to come. We're going to have to play extremely well, and we certainly expect it to be a dogfight. It will. They're a good football team.
Hey, this is Johnny Cofield with Four Quarters Online. I'm here with the head coach, Coach Ed Hill, and his offensive coordinator, Tremaine Hughes. How y'all doing today, gentlemen?
Pretty good, Coach.
Y'all got a big
Well,
team coming up.
blessed.
Is this your first playoff, Coach?
This is actually our first playoffs. Yes, sir.
Man, you took the program a long way. About 2 years ago, I think you guys didn't win a game. And now y'all, you got a chance of going all the way if things break your way.
Coach, we gonna take it one game at a time. The idea is to get through Thursday night and the boys to show up and do their best. But we're gonna take it one game at a time. This team has a lot of potential, and my coaches have done a great job getting these kids prepared. But we're gonna take it one game at a time. And if we find ourselves in the state championship game, then that's what it is.
Well, you done jumped all the way. You got about 3 more games, right, Coach? So you play FAMU High. The last time you guys played, it was a 30-0 game. What was it? Y'all didn't score. I think I read somewhere it was a struggle.
32-0.
30. Oh, you got the points.
32-0.
And they're pretty.
32-0.
They hadn't won a game.
32-0.
They hadn't won a lot of games, but they play hard competition. So they ought to be game ready for the playoffs. And I know you've seen them on film. And what's your impressions of the Baby Rattlers?
They're a tough team. They're a hard-nosed team. They play hard. They're respectful. We got to respect what they do. They play some good competition, and they line up and they don't back down from anything, and that makes for a good ball club for anybody. We've had our share of pretty tough opponents. We came out of the gate with a big tough opponent and played some bigger schools along the way. But at the end of the day, man, you got to lace up your shoes and play football, and so that's kind of where we are. Like I said, they've had a couple losses along the way, and I know they want to win they want to win a football game. And to them and to us, this is the only one that matters. And so one of the things that Coach Hughes and I talk about is that you got to win the one you're in. This is the most important game of the year right now, and so we've done a great job throughout the year with our offense. To me, I think our offense is our strong point right now of this team, and that's one of the reasons Coach Hughes is on this call to talk about some of what we do with our offense. But our offense has definitely been our strong point, and so we're excited about where this program is headed. But right now, it's just we got to win tomorrow night.
All right, Coach. Coach Hughes, somebody I'm very familiar with. You were successful in Part 1 with your team. You won the national championship. Was that last year? That was last year, right?
No, sir. We won the Part 1 national championship 2 years ago. Last year, we won the middle school city championship. We were at Cobb Middle School, so we went undefeated there. And prior to that, we won the national championship with the Cheers Eagles.
Now, with that experience, how does that help you with your coaching as you come into the high school level?
For me, it's about preparation and having your kids prepared for the situation that they're going to be in. Film watching, understanding your opponent, understanding the way that you want to attack them, understanding that the things that they're going to attack you. And so with a lot of the kids that we have, they have a lot of experience playing a lot of football. In the Part 1 years, we played up until December. In the middle school, we played in the city championship. So those pressure moments, those pressure situations, they're accustomed to those. They played in big crowds in front of a lot of different people. So those parts of it kind of help us prepare for it, when you deal with high school or playoff games in any situation.
All right. Thank you, coaches. It's been a joy sitting there talking to you guys.